Amala, can you start by telling us your name, please?
Amala thambo ming sungrona.
Yes, Tendol.
Tendol, thank you. His Holiness the Dalai Lama asked us to record the experiences of older Tibetans to share with the younger generation of Tibetans, with the Chinese people, and with the outside world, to document the true history, culture, and beliefs of the Tibetan people.
And Kyanggu Rinpoche is ane nganzulaya ane number 2 ki kumlo che tsuge ane nyamnyong du zupura dangya chines and zamling mida ane kya mirik da pheba changme ki kendo ki che du yins ane dinde che bina ane nganzu thenge me tha phegi ane nganzu ki rikshu nganzu ki gerap and ngoma de khari yime and dine ha khu du pe.
Do you give permission for the Tibet Oral History Project to use your interview?
Phegi nga gyun gerap le gu binalaya amala gi thari Tiwa Tile Lang but in Azu Peju Tang Chogua. Yes, you can.
Thank you very much.
And Tuchenas.
If you will need to stop at any time during the interview, just let us know, okay?
Tiwa Tile Cherekabla Amla parsing Tabutaka Guyuna Sunrona.
Yes.
If there's any question that you'd rather not answer, just let us know, and that's fine.
And Tiwa Pashila Amla Lake Gundu Marina Yushana Tigre.
Yes, yes.
Amala, if this interview is shown in Tibet or China, would this make a problem for you?
Tiwa Tile Tarin Cheba de any Ganada Perda with them by an Amla Kangi can take it. No, there'll be no problem.
Okay, thank you very much for coming to share your story with us. Thank you.
Tarin Luyu Shega Pe with the Tuchena Shuanis.
Can you start by telling us a little bit about some of your earliest memories back in Tibet?
Amla Tangu goes to the Yama Amla Pele Shupekala, Kono Chunju Yimekala, Tesan Tensu Dabokari Yimbuel.
The Chunjukal Maranta, the Judunjukal, any Pajujo, Jota, Joyma, Tinde, Tabjita, Jabu, any Pajutang, Lega Tinde Tabachente, and to drop what of it. Drop what a singing the bone Tinde Centennial.
When I was about 17 or 18, I remember that I used to milk the cows and make cow dung cakes. We were nomads and we also worked in our fields.
What were the cow dung cakes for? What was the purpose of the cow dung cakes?
Amla number 2 Pajujo Gitanga Disugi Leble Sugi or the Karichia Tanda.
Tea metang yori, Manzola Shingda, Tinde Yomari, Roma, Lu Roma Duaja.
The dung was to use as firewood because there is no wood in our region, and there were sheep dungs which we gathered together and made into cakes.
It was sheep, not yak.
Ragi rimare pajugi chore.
Radan lu romati pajuje di livle suda never. Tise reg romati did it in the monk nusia pisha melia.
Both. We used sheep and goats' dung as firewood as well as cow dung cakes.
Oh, which dung made the best firewood?
As Paju Dunzugi Jogi Meyaga Tang Tugre, Ralugi Jogi Meyaga Pargire.
Chipota no, when you didn't feel better, Jego didn't say Romagoya, the monos fish out.
So we used these two together.
Oh, you mixed them together. Did you own animals? How many animals did you own?
Amla Nansala Sinjin Kazusiana.
The Paju, she said you. And the Lu Janata Narel Nanglu, she built you.
We owned about 4 cows and 400 sheep.
400 sheep and 4 cows. Cows, actual cows.
Paju Rangwa? Cows.
And the sheep, were you involved with looking after the sheep?
Amla look toga pigina?
Look so doing and so Nibala ran into New Chogibo, and so Tata Pio chess and Tenditin. That low job get Juku Nishitivani, the Tata Pio, the Jen Neval ran you, the Chayo Marie. So she got your societa, so around the Quentin.
Unlike here where you can go and purchase materials for dresses, in Tibet we had to spin and weave our own clothes. So from the age of 19, 20, I was engaged in spinning and weaving.
Spinning and weaving. And how many people in your family?
amla nangsana nami khatsuyana ngema tha amla kumlo chunju imbe kablaya
딱 나랑 이만 나만로 다 나만티 주주세지시
la mare thangbo amla pugu chunju imbe kabla nala
nangla 충주 qabla 다 파만로 피스 쪽순 끼지 네 아마들
my mother had 13 children.
13 children, wow, so many. And where are you? Are you up here, down here, in the middle? Where do you come?
amla pugu chosum nane gembare dingare chungare.
직 쪽순기네 직이 충슈 뭐 티땅만 가이.
From the 13, I was the second youngest.
Oh, the second youngest. Being almost the youngest, were you given some special attention by your mother?
근데 보고 패지 암라 충슈디 더버다 암라 월직 마시요 말와. 대신 암라게 아마게 직 태와 전부 지기를 왜.
전부터 지기요. 전부 지기.
Yes, she loved me very much.
She loved you very much. And what do you remember doing, like when you got up in the morning? What was the first thing that you would do?
Like at what age?
Yeah, let's think. Like when you were maybe around 10 years old.
암라다 공로 쭈 짐베 갑라로와 슈게야 랑넨 당보 가르치그래.
당보로 다주 로주로 된 버주다 루시 대란 타 대란만 봐 신발 이거를 또 제어 말은 좀 비슷 봉송다 타다 비요 제만 같은 내로니 추추르고 아주 이제 짜된 거리요 말이 다른 건 출렌 도 출랑 추장다선 저서 루다 쉬시는시 발레센데 타타.
So water was at a great distance, so one had to go and fetch water, and then as well as milk the sheep, and then work spinning and weaving in the home.
Before you did those things, before you went out and did your chores, were there any prayers that you did in the morning?
The shugi ya lang lega go ma zu ngel ya an na le chik shapten do khandyen do de chigi orwe.
근데 다 많이 들어만 봐 생각도 이제 딘데 롱이 뭐단 드마다고 단다 파마틴즈 지기로 가지고 그때는 비슷도 많이 시스만 빼면서 개답했다 있잖아.
So there was no one to teach us the longer prayers. I could only recite the mani, which I did while I was sweeping the floor.
So you would recite the mani when you were doing your chores, your morning chores.
나 암라 쇼게 다 내가 다 나라야 짜기 지기 레데 두가네 아니 많이 된거 열와.
나 많이 시만 빼면.
Yes, I used to recite my mani.
And the spiritual instruction that you did receive, even if it was limited, who did it come from? Was it your mother?
아니 암라타 다 추다 시부 추람게 마총
라 마총
타이네 this 셴야디 암라라 수기 랍레 암라게 아마기 랍기 요레 수잔에 암라 자이베
냠냠 신조 많이 잡다당 지셔야디 아메기 지어다 되고 난저 첸데 간저 딘데 잡처럼 터네 제 마시마.
Whatever my mother used to recite, we would hear, and that's how I learned.
Were there any grandparents who lived with you?
Amla nansa nalia pubula da momala de yona.
땅 남아도서 들도 시에나 들래. 남아도서 들도 보다 뭐다 유.
Amla nala.
나도 낭래 뻗다 아마.
Pubula momala yo marwa.
뽀뽀 몸이 나래 아마다 뻗.
When I was at home with my parents, we didn't have grandparents. When I went to my husband's house, there was his grandparents. They were his grandparents.
So her grandparents had passed away.
Amlagi pubula momla chongsadwe.
정산 나야 나마 론이 담발지. 저 나마도 뻗다 아마 이제 정수.
Amlagi.
예.
Yes, my grandparents had passed away, and when I went to my husband's home, at that time my parents also passed away.
What did you learn from your mother about just in terms of like general values about how to live. Did you learn the things that were important, like morality and things like that from her?
Ani amalagi amachane rawala. Ani shemba lobjung dabu khari raare chikta ngazu shia gi kor ta dinde yorwa ta dinde khari sugurta. Ta chugi tenda kor shemba khari jangyo amalagi amachane.
Amachane ta mani ti ti drama tabji mamba shimba ta nganzo nibal yangsi lab chinge mo ta pheolin seshin to thela kharam ba thinte jang chinge me.
So in Tibet, we were very busy with our field works, and from my mother, I only learned the Mani and Dhamma prayers.
But were you taught like not to steal, not to lie, not to kill, things like this?
Ani yanchidang gitang anzu ta yarab chiyagi ta lagad de yorwa la chikuma magya ani mabi mashe la dabu dinde ani labgire phami
labgire mille shasa tende la si she singe ti da ta no koma ma je mi ne ti koma ki se ma je se ti famila lo yi chung kan ne.
Yes, parents would teach their children to be polite to other people and not to steal.
I like this.
Yeah.
How did you meet your husband?
Yeah. Amlagi standa khandes thure.
Nama terre. Ya nama ngazo ne ba chang se jogda. Tinde se nama ti joyi.
I was given away in marriage.
At what age?
Amla tedi khonglo khaje na.
Lo ni shit tamar pani. Ni sakti.
I was 21 years old.
And had you seen your older sisters get married?
Ani amla gita aja geba aja yorwa. Aja donju chance gyapsa amla sinyumbe.
Nga ko ti chung song da aja khong nga ta o de chok de aja ni le bon ni le yo ma ten so nama te san mendo.
Even when I was very young, my two older sisters were already married.
So what did you think about marriage then, from having seen your sisters go through this?
Ni amla ani chansa gyabya race labdi ganin sembena to temper khandit kharidash chenswe.
Ta changsa gyabya se ti kum ta changsa gyabya chira dogri si de sa tin sangon kan choge tang amani mo bo bo khaj mo da ya tang roba demo.
So in the evening, I was told that the next morning I would have to go to get married, and then the next morning I was sent. My mother had passed by then, and I was sent with some colleagues, some friends.
So the first you heard about it was the evening before the wedding?
Amla chansa gyabere labdi ganeta tharin chansa yena khajang gonda khola amla la.
Less.
That's right.
Yes.
Wow, that seems a very short time.
Kisi tindi chimashmindo wa ta tharin gonda lamne sanyi chance gyabere is labra.
What was
Tung jile la chas ne sang changsa gyabere chen dogri sar.
Yes, they gave me a short notice saying that tomorrow you have to go and get married.
So what did you think about that?
And amla khari tenswe.
Ta kan rume se nani ta phamani mo be digi se lan ta nangla nama yoro joju gonjol sen ti ta mandu rangdu
Pala yo marwe.
pa ta ma thong sar ti joju gonjol ti jo aju ta diwal aju se dang an joju la re.
So I could not say no because it was my brothers who arranged the marriage, and my parents were no more, and my brothers already had wives in the house. So I had to leave.
So if you could have said no, would you have done?
Ani amla deba me bayina ani dugu mes ta lab chogre amla lab yosa yove.
La me.
I didn't say.
But did you feel like you didn't really want to do this?
Ani amla sembe na la ta khartheso changsa gyani thosa mare da tenswe khari tense.
Ta ku di lo ni shi song da ta mi zo ngare chokhu chong ching da an zo nang long bal la yi ta lo ni shi se nang de na ya ko ma ri se da ta ro sha ne ta da re song tin de trans.
Yes, I was about 20, and in our village most of my friends had been married. So I thought it was time, because 20 was the time that people got married in my village.
Did they tell you who it was? Your
아니
husband to be?
그 술을 창사 개회 이메디 대식 교수에 주조기.
술로 때야에서 롱바고 마마시 미미마동배 롱바고 암저 루스.
They told me the village where I was to go, but I hadn't seen the man.
You didn't know anything of were you allowed to ask anything about him?
아니 아블라게 아니 단다타 창사 겹사기 미지어와 비기 꼴라야 아니 계제된데 가리 팀배.
간 저거 간 팀이 간 열로네 그런서 창선은 야 팀이 닌다 식사 조리 달시 니마 직살. 네 시다 제야마 좀 창사 교내데 투스피자니 육스고 고문이 니마니나 저저다 텐데 말로스.
No, I didn't ask many questions. The village was 1 day's journey by horse from my village, and for 2 days my brothers stayed there, and then they left me and went away.
So you didn't ask any questions, right? But did you have any questions in your mind?
아니 아무라기 다 베테 셰네 파 디웍 먹으러와 주저라야 이네 셈베나라야 직담에나 텐스웨다 미칸데 요나 삼야다
미디 근데 다 메잔 대상 같은데 요다 야다 나레 낭니 오저 콘서 근데 요다 선 심바티레 텐스뭐 그시 간 쿠디 달로니 이선다 손데 제다 텐야미노.
Well, I did wonder what the family would be like because I came from a good family.
Were you wondering if he was good-looking man?
아니 다 아야 미 직부 여저데 텐스 아마
탄니벌로 전 디부세 허발란 쪽바짱베다 송단 다 넘버로 쓰리다 지기어라 다티 칸데 요단 삼삼름 바심바칸 삼마송.
I did wonder about his looks, but nothing else.
Okay. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you about anything else. And had you asked your sisters and talked to them so they could sort of prepare you for what to expect?
아니 다 암라 창스게베 인디간 닝은 라니 암라가 아자조 창스게 차로와 엔 아자초라 깨지 집에 다 창스게 차나 간데 요레스.
아자 혼자 디올라 야 룸바타 링고리 아자 혼자 러수 마송 시들라스.
My sisters, they couldn't come for my marriage because they lived far away.
Oh, they lived far away. So you hadn't had a chance to really talk to them about married life and what it was like.
아니 암라게 아니 아자 소냠돌라 찍게 창사게 거다고 된다다 된데 계제 시규라요 말와.
라요 말이. 사블랑 티샤스. 혼자 매장 티 아마디 나기도다 내가 치는 미누스.
No, I didn't. I was given away soon because my husband-to-be's mother was sick and they needed someone in the home to
look after things.
Yes.
So, sorry, how far away did he live from where you lived?
1 day's journey.
1 day. 1 day's journey by horse. So, did you? Can you tell us a little bit about the journey and how were you dressed on the journey?
다 암라 아니 다 파게 미자 부이 나라 파티 두고요와 and the party 두두가나 암라 두로 칸데라우지 køne 페인베
두블로 땅 안주 낙본데 지당 다 푸른 제조 별인 지 대산 보는데 제조도 있고 나고 푸른 제조인다 지당 뽕도인데 지 kø는 와 롱주 kø는 빵된지
추바 낙부지 kø 비가나 추바 포메지 kø 추바니 kø래
푸른 제조인데 지당 안 포르민데 지
I bought 2 chubas. One was a black one with long sleeves, and another one was a sleeveless one and with a pangden.
And what kind of horse were you riding?
amla 딱 한 대지 쉬어요.
다 이제 다 세바 아주 맞았거든요. 선도지 시행지. 나고 낙장라 멤버 짝짝짝짝 선도 정말. kontin데 지듯이.
I rode a brownish horse, which was not really very dark.
And what things did you take with you?
And amla nyamdo chala kare kini pembe.
다 별이는 둘러다고 방된다보다 강자다보다 진짜 원주 지금이 다 별로 원주 때문에 뭐라 원주 진짜 니즈지다 취버 숨자지 그런 방된 숨자지 그런 다 그래. 강자 숨자지
라.
강자 별 강자 생활 한국 숨자지 그런 다른 대가리.
a few pairs of boots and 2 blouses. I took 3 pangdens and 3 chupas.
What's pangden?
Pangden is the
Did you
apron,
The apron.
sign of a married lady.
Okay. Oh, no, it's fine.
But just tell me.
That's okay. And so was there any feeling, did you feel sad at all that you were leaving your family home, yes? And you knew that you weren't going to come back there. So did you feel kind of sad about that?
And amla di nyemodilaya ta suzu nang shani pedu yorwal. And it chikta lama beddo shadigane sembe nala chikyona tawish chungswe. Yes, I felt sad.
Did your mother give you any advice?
Parents had passed away.
Oh, both of them had passed away by that time. Sorry. Okay. So tell us what happened when you got to your husband's family home.
Any amla ta dine chini pat agala pe chini any kyoge nangzang la lerwal. Any khade chikdo. Then they removed the clothes that I had worn from my home and they gave me new clothes.
What clothes were these?
Any tuglo saba khande chiyo so kyoge nangge. They gave me a set of new clothes, a pangden and a pair of boots.
Were they outside the house to welcome you when you arrived?
And amla chota tashun pegi yorwala. Kunzo chilo thene ene ya nelen chigidwe.
Yes.
Chilo ma thene.
Nene ches mizenzo thene meji tangshi no dangde tenzo tang nene ches.
Yes, they came out and then they received us outside the house.
Your husband to be was there as well or not?
And today gane ene amlage sanda dige nyamdo chilo yongudwe.
용민도 별 이나 잘그 예 간저 말을로 이제 지로 din 남부를 차딘데 그런서.
And no, the husband didn't come out. He was sitting inside the house.
He was sitting inside, but the parents were there.
ane korangi pama nyamdoyo.
냠다 데 그런서 차딘데.
They were all sitting down inside.
Were you nervous to meet them?
ane amla ta kunzo 당부 tonde gane sembena tis chik chenang of chikese.
Yes. Mi lung벌러니 mi 주위 뭐 lung벌미 마도 간다 타성.
Yes, I was nervous. I was in a new place and I was among new people.
You didn't know. So when you went inside the house and you got a chance to meet your husband, what happened?
Any amlata nanglo kangben nanglo liya perwa. Any ta putong roal. Any did you gonna any karichesa?
Take 가시라 지셈 디즈니 된 다가스 대주리.
There was nothing else to do. I cried for some time and then sat down.
Oh, snitchy. Oh no. Did you cry because he was not good looking?
아니 아무라 가진 거에 붙직부 민들삼는 거에서.
다른 게 누가 유 파마샤스데 용성데 셈바 성로간토.
Because I have left my house, that's why I cried.
Yeah. So what was your first impression of your husband?
And 아무라 다 부탕부 통들간에 아니 셈베나라 가리다 삼세.
다그 집에 섬에서 가면 좀 아구디 다 충주다고.
I did not think much, give any thought.
You didn't give any thought. Did you talk to him?
아니 아무라 깨지셰베 불라.
다 니모고 가서 더 건조 쇼게고 제스데 그런 수제를 동기. 티냠서 제를 동.
쇼게었는데.
가서 다 니버 잼제 쇼게업진 제스데스.
That day they played a game of dice and then he came and spoke to me.
Oh, what did he say?
아니 아무라라 깨지셰가 용디 가르치기도.
다 셈바 교냐 지세오 말해서 다 델델
He said, you should not feel sad. Now you are here to stay.
Did that make you feel better?
And amla sympathies ga르칭스 베디 되거든요.
Tinde 저지 차에서는 다 보고 내요. tinde 저지 차스.
Yes, and I think we were destined to have our children.
Oh, you felt that? There was some connection.
This is the tasu late of Jimbaji Avlad Gay
알았으면 또 내려 인기리 something to chantes.
Yes, I did think it was our fate.
Did he seem like a nice person?
And me Yapudwe.
미야고 대상 데모예.
Yes, we are still together.
Ah, congratulations.
다시 해야 되지.
No more.
So, okay, so tell us about your life then. How was your life from that point on?
다 디제라 다 미지 간데 더우시.
티제는 건지 낭로네 나와 들려서 변다 있나 집에 낭더로 쪽에서 쪽보다 신대 체스도 루슈 체스 때 건지 낭들. 루슈 타다 나로 루슈 건달로다 루슈 네모 요 타단데 만방안주 농벌 한국 유산의 요 말이 수수수수래기 타 섭지네 체인의 수술에 떡 수술세 제amba 뉴 제사요 말.
So it was the fourth lunar month when I came to my husband's home, and the work was similar every day. In the morning and evening, I milk the sheep. In the daytime, do spinning and weaving. And in our village, we did not have any markets where you could buy things or even vegetables. So whatever you required, you had to cultivate yourself.
Mm. So was the work harder in your new place?
아니 아무라 탄다타 미자 사바절리도 간에 내가 깔래 카드웨.
내가 tin데 당아래 나 님의 제재선데 tin데 내가 깔래 사무중 안저 저거 잡으리 말.
So the work was what I used to do in my house. It was somewhat
So you were
similar.
very familiar with it, yeah. And when did you have your first child?
남라 보고 당보 가득게래.
당벌로 미석지겠어.
I had my first child when I was 21.
21. And do you want to talk about that?
아니 디골라 보고 게야 디골라 데트 송로나.
아니 보고 기드는 당보도 건다 쳐지 ngaba 대바 수준 체지 마스키 마스 상고 쳐지 구보 내려 쳐지 구보 대바 구보 주버 텐데 질게선 게 기드전에 당고 수막 뭐저 개받는 것도 기면 것도 가냐 당고 송단데 너 징보야 두고도 마 두고도 때문에 저저 내려 쳐지 당고 대관에 되게 아주 라면 되지 아주 손 주중아 라면기 낭마 다가니세죠. 되네 정말 똑똑 내가 저 니세서 너무 텐스 보고 제슈로 쳤대 까망아 주시네 대샤스에 제용과 어디 텐스 맨가 전엔 줘야요 말이야. 팀만 받아 세야미.
So I had my pain around 5 in the evening, and I was in pain almost half of the night. It was a lot of pain in the front as well as in my back. Then around 1 o'clock in the morning, I had 2 pieces of blessed butter, holy butter that we had in our house. So after I ate that, then I was able to give birth. And after 5 or 10 minutes, the placenta also came. And in our village, there were no hospitals.
Who was with you during your first childbirth?
Amla ani pugu thangbu kidu kana amla la ropa suyo nyamdo.
나래기 난기 초계 아마디.
My mother-in-law was with me.
And had she prepared you for what to expect?
아니 초계 아메게 나 amla la ta pugu kidu khande yume dinde tis tingene de she yapsuwe.
제 지금 보고 딘데 기반나 뭐나 제나 아니 보고 기회가 접수치고리 야마 때서야 참 참전지에서 아마 모르게 내려고 해서 나한테 가고선 저는 야마 참 나한테는 비용도 말해서 야마 참 상고 내를 쳐주 구버스 받아봐 진짜지 기스 제가 라메기 나게죠 진짜 도도니 세메 또 노르마게 선명간 조사요 말아 시내배 강치네.
My mother-in-law told me that she used to have very easy births, and she told me about the pains and everything, and said I should not just lie there but take short walks that would help me. So after I ate the holy butter, then I was able to give birth.
Did you get up and take short walks like your mother-in-law was advising?
아니 격에 암에 라바나신 아마 알라 파주디스 참점 제바.
참제 파주 수주 간장 긴장 디딜러다. 딜러네 티코네 냐스 때문에 간장네 제 아마티기 디 라메기 나기비베서 소사 도도 니센데 누르마텐스. 디네 쳤티 까망아 주딜 부구샤지 생각도 온티 텐스.
So yes, I did take short walks like my mother-in-law advised me, and then only when the pain, centered around the groin area, then I lay back, and she gave me the holy butter, and the rest followed.
So was it a boy or a girl, your first child?
보고 당보다 부르다 부르다.
불이.
Boy.
Oh boy. So after the boy was born, then what happened to the placenta?
아니 샤 땡기도와 안딜라 가르치기래.
자 된산을. 자 된산은 그 자조지를 딘 출마 유다.
So after the placenta comes out, it's wrapped in cloth and is thrown into the river.
Into the river.
It's thrown into the huge river that flows by in our village.
Do you know why people do that?
아니 추나라 간전 이유구나 암라 하고게베.
대 근데 냐람다 뒤서 그래서 러도 간사 냐체 냐 그네 뒤 냐다 냐람스 요사 뒤기 뭐 뒤서 그래서 아주 간저 김에기 부고 제죠 저보다 아니 미시죠 저 된게 두시데 아주 롱벌는 출었다는 식으로 대나도 장마 매당으로.
So it used to be said that if they are thrown in the river, the fish and other creatures in the water, the fish and the other creatures in the water would eat them. And unlike here where bodies are cremated, in my village they were fed to the river.
So it was like an offering for the animals. Huh. And as soon as your baby boy was born, then were there any kinds of prayers done for the baby?
아니 다 부고 계기로 와라 부고 다 부고 암라 부고 부마게 차로아 엔디제라 지기야 샵된 치야 저보딘데 여러베
인가 샵된 치야 체스 아마티 샵된 체스 부고 샵된 체스 마란데 샵된 포스 샵된 체스 다 야 니버 부고 지게 된서 조글랑 것도 안가다 부고 지니 다와 지서 된 걸로 갈라센데
샵된 구쇼게 당
구쇼 잡아.
Yes, prayers were said for the baby as well as for me. And over here, some women get up just a few days after giving birth. Well, in my case, I spent a month in bed.
A month? Oh, so was there a problem?
네, 아무라 다와직스 녀세나 슈드와 직 강에 중르에 소불라.
네, 저거 기하고 son다니 야 내가 하주세는 주모 보고 뒤뒤 갖고 저기 저거 주모 저기에서 본주 농배로서 두스냥 되고 있다. 봐도 다 징버당만 봐야 냐냐를 때문에 또 내가 강에 사고 루셔다 진짜도 얘 말이야 사와 그 루저는 때문에 나거든. 진짜 아주 농부 정보여라.
So since I had a somewhat difficult birth, so my mother-in-law said that it's not good for me to do any hard work. So I lay down. But then it was it's not that I was lying there for the whole month.
Right.
I would get up and do just take walks or so.
But she was taking
and
rest.
It was very cold in our region.
So it seems that you had a very good relationship with your mother-in-law, it sounds like. She was looking after you well.
아무라다 격에 아마니 바랄 대와 약부여서와.
약부여 전부치가 야 전부치는 수시하고 약부치.
Yes, we had a good relationship. She was good to me, and I also cared for her.
And when you were giving birth to your first child, was it only your mother-in-law in the room? Your husband, I imagine, was not around.
And amla pugu kebe tuju dilarwa. Amla ki kyoge amada chala yorwa. And amla kyoga dele yobe.
저거 니는 요
Lame pugu kedu.
요
Nyamdo yo.
냠도 요디 니 부모이 있는 기 가고 여기서 가지 없었어요가 전 저런 치료마 전세서 아마데 심얼마 치료 된 부구지디 부모이 있는 벌레 치기리 보이네야 너마기 인거지 저런 부모이 있는 저라 아발 센 기마데 저런 치말마 전세 이 거가 말마 전선
Yes, my husband was in the room, but when the child was about to be born, my mother-in-law told him, "You have to go out of the room because if your child is going to be a daughter, she will be shy of you and not emerge. So if it is a son, he will emerge." That's what she said.
Oh, that's so cute.
I do not have much to say now.
Oh, really? Okay, well, that's a lovely, lovely story. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us at all?
No, I don't have anything else to say.
Okay. All right, well, that was really lovely to hear about your life. It was really interesting because we haven't heard these kinds of stories a lot. We've been hearing a lot about taxes, so this was something really different.
Amla di khone pe angzu yabu chungso las kaisen thanda pado angzu mi mangbu thuyor de mangche ge da jik the de dangi lugyu da yang angzu lugyu shemba de ne sunggu dwa ina thari amla sungyo lugyu do de angzu shemba shenge ra ma so and di thuju che amla lugyu pe yabu do
다 루지 야고 예도 다 올롱을 잡도
I don't think it was a great story.
I just wanted to ask you again, if this interview was shown in China or Tibet, would this be a problem for you? I just need to ask you one more time.
양교 계제스 지구도로 암라 간디 슈구도로와 단다 티와티렌 체버디 벼다 야나 템베나 암라 개강에 테기르베스
정말이
there'll be no problem for me.
And can we use your real name, Amla?
And amlage ming ngomang peju tangna digi yorwa. Yes, sure.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you.
Amla lugyu sumbodela tuche shuen isa.
We have a small gift for you from the project.
Amla nyema chunju di sherona. No, this shoe amla. It's not necessary, she said.
Thank you. Well, it's our pleasure, really. Thank you so much.
Amla tuche na.
tuche 정말
tuche.
아자라 tuche 나리 가고 용해서 tuche
야구 정사 amla. 야구 정사.
잘라.